camera is mostly on point. There we go. Hello, everybody. Wednesday has arrived yet again after a brief hiatus last week where I needed to de-stress. Unfortunately, I'm in no game time. So we are now catching up this week. Again, no grand announcements. Nothing crazy going on. Artwork things are not yet in progress, but I've found an artist that I think I'm going to be going forward with, which I haven't mentioned to anybody here other than myself. So that's cool. I'll probably be sharing that with all of you at some point, so you guys can get ideas to start thinking about stuff. Since we're getting pretty close to that, yeah. Other than that, everything's good. Everything's working out. Recap, Ben, go for it.
Okay, we last time we finished up fighting with the red blades, I believe they're called.
Correct.
The blood witch turned into a blood wolf, and then it turned into a blood explosion. That covered us in blood. It was great. And then we did some ransacking of the town. Found some silver, some magic items. It was wonderful. We also found some wine, which is good because that's what we were looking for. And then we took a little bit of a rest in which a ghost person, a semi-ghostly person showed up, called themselves New Moon, said they were a vessel for, I assume, somebody who has some kind of necromantic powers, because they talked about how they have an army of undead. And that they'll help us in our goals and join our cause if we're willing to kill a bunch more red blades. We sent Lilith with our ghostly friend to go and get reinforcements while the rest of us fortified the town. And that's... Oh, and Corona showed up.
Yeah.
Which was always wonderful. Highlight of the match. Yeah, I think that's about all I can remember.
Succinct, good. Does anybody have anything else they feel is pertinent to add?
Just one thing. We still need to identify the unusual sword and dagger.
I mean, they're over there, definitely being unusual still. Yeah.
But that's Titan's job.
True enough. Titan will get on that.
Okay.
Technically, two things.
What is?
Audie kissed Roz. It was weird. Well, it wasn't weird. It confused the ghost.
It confused everyone. It confused Roz.
To be fair, the ghost was just trying to understand the intricacies of all of yours relationship or not relationship.
It does seem a little bit like a polycule.
You couldn't blame them for asking.
You think your sensitivity might be a little off there, Dyer?
Yeah, am I cutting off a bunch?
A little bit. Like, as you trail off, it disappears really fast.
Okay. We'll open my gate up then. You're going to let me know if this is a better change or not.
Oh, that's worse.
Worse. I might have moved the slider in the wrong direction. Give me a second. How about now? Is this better? I'm talking.
For the moment.
Yes.
Yep, so far so good.
Okay.
Seems better.
Much more clear.
Okay. To be fair, I my original mic settings that I've been using for a long time, I had a set up to be quite aggressive because I was not in a confined space. And I haven't really adjusted for them since then. AKA being in a individual room by myself. Okay. So, recap finished. Yes. Nothing else worth noting. Kissing girls, swords, killing red blades, defending town, acquiring White Cross Company. At least one of their groups. I think that's everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. In which case, we left off with Lilith and Sergeant Riot and most of her squad arriving to Mistmeadow, where preparations were currently underway. Things were to be set up, fortifications put in place, and trenches dug, and things cleaned up and moved aside. We're going to assume, I think I gave you a timeline last week. I don't remember exactly when, but we're going to assume Lilith arrives much later into the night. Late evening, early night, if you will. Was there anything prior to sleeping, because you know roughly when the Red Blades are supposed to arrive, prior to sleeping, that you guys want to do on the day of, on the 10th? Any additional preparations, notes to make?
Nothing of significance.
Just need to
Does-
figure out Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I just need to figure out crossbow bolts to make sure that we scavenged enough inventory that I don't run out. Because I certainly did not bring enough.
Mine was kind of in the similar vein. Yeah, just finding a light crossbow and some bolts for some long range poking.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
100 bolts by the looks of it.
Yeah,
I
so
found the loot list.
I'm about to say, yeah, there was a loot pile somewhere. I don't know exactly where it's located, but at the very minimum,
It is under journal loot.
Yeah, well, there you go. I'm about to say, yeah, there were at least 3 crossbow bandits that were fighting, and so they all died.
Oh.
Therefore, there's at least crossbows and some of the bolts they had left over. Yeah, so there are 100 crossbow bolts, crossbow bolt cases, a bunch of miscellaneous armor, some miscellaneous weapons, crossbows, etc., for those interested in having them.
Perfect.
So feel free to nitpick through the listing, take what you want. So other than that little logistic piece, anything else?
I suppose Titan's gonna identify a couple magic weapons.
Sure. So yeah, Titan, you can go over into the center house on the west side of the village, where you recall finding with Lilith the paired weapons, the short sword and the dagger that was left on the table. And a curiosity you were able to observe between the times you both originally found it and times revisited by other people, that the sword and the dagger do move like they're keeping track of time.
Cool.
So you can identify them, and I will do so. However, you are unable to move them in this exact moment. So you can view the item in the items tab. And there's a smarter way to do this. There we go. There. So you should be able to see it if you go over to the items tab. Hour and minute.
Hour and minute.
So yeah, you can identify them. You get all the information on them. But the more important fact is there is a slight addendum that the identify spell picks up with, which is they are still currently attuned to somebody.
Oh.
And while they are attuned to that person, they are more or less magnetically set in place and cannot be moved from the table.
Cool.
But yeah, you're all welcome to give those a read over.
Yeah, I mean, Titan will go and tell everyone that what's up with the weapons. At the very least, that we probably won't be able to move them because somebody is still attuned to them. Which could either be very good or very bad.
Doesn't that mean they might be alive still?
Yes, you have to be alive to be attuned to a weapon. Which is why I think it'll be either good or bad for us. Either one of our enemies is still attuned to these weapons, or a potential ally is.
So to put a pin in this, are we going to pursue anything more in regards to the weapons? Like I said, you have some time before the turnabout of the day, or if the priorities are continuing to fortify Mistmeadow, we can just kind of move on to the following morning.
I don't think Titan's going to do anything specific with the weapons. He might try and relock that door just in case.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. Do you do like a quick lock job, or do you spend like a little time on it?
Just a quick lock, I think.
Okay. Thieves' tools? Do you have thieves' tools or tinker's tools?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you could roll
does
either.
indeed have thieves' tools. Just need to pull up his character sheet. Okay.
Like I said, yeah, you're free to roll
tools.
either, and whatever your result is will be the DC of the door for the lock.
Oh no, yeah, respectable. 17.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Door's locked. Apparently twice. All right, last call before you go to bed.
I'm good.
Same here.
I'm
Good.
good.
Okay.
I think Audie would just be she would just want to sleep in one of the rooms with a window. She wants to look at the sky while she's fading to sleep.
There are windows that offer sky views. Yes.
Yep.
You're welcome to take any of the various rooms that will give you that choice. Okay. More importantly, what time is the wake up time? You all were told the Red Blades will arrive roughly close to 6 a.m. At least the first group of them.
Then Roz is up at 5.
Yeah.
Same, yeah.
Okay. Well, in which case, we push forward into the early morning. The sun is beginning to rise. It is 5 a.m. The first of you to awake and step outside find yourselves with cold exhalation, misty breaths into the air at a crisp -4. There's a low bank of low-hanging clouds nearby, enough to sort of curl everything in mist without it reducing your visibility. again, familiar weather for those of you who lived in Greenwood all your lives, and for those of you who spent a long time there. Mistmeadow has been thoroughly fortified. Positions and trenches dug all around the village, a pit trap installed, barriers and obstacles laid in key points to stop people from just easily walking in. You have 4 members of White Cross Company's Operational Task Force, 5, including Sergeant Riot. Everybody excluding their corporal, Snowbird. Riot essentially, when arrived, explained that she would have her 3 privates act as gunners. They would stay on the elevated platform in the center of town and essentially take shots at either opportune enemies that have put themselves into bad positions, or if any of you were to use a section of your speech on any given turn, you can call for a shot on any target that you might be fighting, or even have just within sight and think they deserve a shot to the face. Riot has volunteered to stand on the front lines and has basically said to put her anywhere that you want things to die painfully and brutally, but makes no promises that she'll be able to stop people from getting past her. So, you know the Red Blades are closing in. What are your positions? Where is everyone going?
Did we have a direction?
West, I think.
They are coming in from the west. Not on the merchant's path. They are traveling overland. Which is the reason why they've been able to remain undetected by many people, since their forte is traveling through the wilderness. So you were told from the west, but that's just their overall form of travel and direction. You might not know if they decide to then take the path of least resistance and then walk in through the front.
Well, Corona is going to go in, I believe it was this building here, because that's the one that had the windows facing out towards the west.
It has windows on every side except east.
Perfect. Okay.
Just throw you in there real quick so you can get.
Oh, thank you. Perfect. Awesome.
Similar thinking. Lilda's going to go on top of that building.
I'm sure there's a way to make this work, because I didn't really set up levels on this map because I was lazy this time around. So
That's fine. I can be pretty sure I'm on the roof.
Yeah.
And I have full vision.
Yeah.
No, well, not anymore. I have full vision if I'm
okay.
elevated.
Gotcha. Then we'll do that. Still full vision?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Lilith, Corona, settled. Who's next?
Right. Keep Roz here, so she's covered from the west and can look south and engage in the courtyard if she needs to.
Okay.
And recommend to Riot that she stay nearby for now.
Adi?
Yeah, I imagine then that Audie would probably want to stay sort of out of sight, but she's really doing range as well. So she might. I was either considering around the corner of the building so that she could go
Be aware
get
of
a little bit of cover.
Be aware of the pit trap. Yeah, you weren't here for this. So the reason why this is weirdly colored.
Because the pit.
Yep.
Got it. Then Audie will probably be up here with the gunners.
Yep.
She's got a light crossbow, so
yeah. These are stone walls. They will provide cover. You can duck behind. I can't ping for some weird reason. There we go. And it is an elevated position. This is the highest spot in the village. So yeah, I think it's a fine place to be.
Okay.
Ben, I assume you've placed Titan where you would like him to be.
A place Titan where I'd like him to be.
Okay. And do any of you, one or collaboratively, have any input for where your the Moonshadow Rogue should go? You can take a shot in the dark as to what their skill set is.
I imagine if he could hide and then, stab people as they go by.
They are
Maybe have
armed
them
with.
post up in the inn.
Yeah, so they're armed with daggers and and a hand crossbow, so they have options for both.
Second floor of the inn, hand crossbows, just fire away if they get inside.
Yeah. Although another thought would be if it seems like they have another witch or something of that to focus them down, because that's what hurt the most.
Yeah, I think we definitely told White Cross and our ghost friend about the witch and the powerful magic they were throwing around, and that they are a priority target. If there's another one.
He probably saw it, honestly.
Well, you know the Moonshadow Rogue did.
Yeah.
It was up on the platform where Audie and Titan are the entire fight, pretty much.
Also, White Cross walked into this place just covered in blood.
Yeah, honestly, if I had thought about it, I would have spent some time painting like a bunch of blood everywhere. That just would have been impossible to clean up without someone spending an arduous amount of time with prestidigitation to clean it up. Okay. Is that it? Are those positions?
I feel ready.
Yep. Same here.
Sounds good to me.
All right, so ready? No final preparations in that hour before? Just
Nope.
waiting?
No prep in the hour, but because we see them coming, could I make a comment of if I wanted to hand out an inspiration kind of before they're in range, but as they're getting in range? We don't have surprise rounds, but you know what I'm saying? That
I mean, it'll last for 10 minutes. I can
Yeah.
say you can inspire a person so that way, it won't expire before they arrive. Sure.
kind of, yeah, like as we see them coming in range, like as the fight starts, Audie kind of comes up and pats Titan. She attempts to pat him on the shoulder, but it's probably like his lower back or his knee. I'm trying to gauge how tall Titan actually is, because we figured out how tall Audie
Titan
is.
is 7'2".
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's probably like the side of your hip. She's like reaching up, trying to like pat your shoulder. And just she might just make the shoulder. Just, oh, Titan, we got some red plates here. You know what's hotter than red?
What's that, Audie?
It's white. Make 'em see white. Take 'em all down. And she's trying to inspire you, so you start off with some bardic inspiration.
Titan feels very inspired.
For Lilith is like lying flat on the roof, trying to stay hidden,
Mm-hmm.
but keeping an eye out. I'll mark her as
burning.
prone.
Loud noises. I'm going to use the actual ability.
Yeah. If people's things reset, be wary. Yeah, it's quite lovely when it doesn't blow out my eardrums.
Good number, too.
Right? Why are you missing HP already? Stop it.
Yeah, we got a long rest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did we hit that last time? Probably not, huh?
Hit what?
I don't think we did.
I
no.
don't think we did. I don't remember. I just did it again, just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Titan definitely hadn't had the long rest from last time, so I hit it.
It would be good to do. Get your resources back. Everybody healed up? Everyone good?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alrighty.
All right. You lie in wait. The biting air of the humid morning gathering onto your armor as you wait in anticipation for the red blades, the first signs of them to arrive. Lilith, you're up on the roof. Honestly, I would say everybody with the exception of Roz, who's down below. If you want to make any perception checks to keep an eye out, you can.
Absolutely.
17.
11. I'll keep the 11.
Perception. 18.
Hmm.
Uh, 18.
Oh, wow. Okay. Feeling pretty perceptive this morning. Everyone's had their coffee. It is about 20 minutes before 6 where you all, at least 3 of you, quite notably, begin to take notice of movement in the high grasses approaching the valley of Mistmeadow. We're descending down the hills, are the first couple of shadowed figures in the distance, and after closing about halfway over the field, you can begin to make out the ritualistic blood red tattoos of a pack of red blades. Someone, if you either want, I need an odds or evens or a coin flip. Whoever's feeling spicy.
Anyone?
Heads.
Thank you, Ben. Okay. And as anticipated, it appears as if they are marching in from the west through the high grasses. They're kind of in a scattered group, never really like too far apart from one another. I suppose the question then becomes when, if anything, is done. They will take some time to approach the village. With your position above theirs, you will have opportunities to fire pretty openly. Those of you that are on the west side of the village in the house, and Lilith, who is on the roof in specific, you guys have the greatest, least impaired opportunity. For anyone sitting up in the middle of town, up until they finally get to the wall, you will be taking shots at them, but they will have cover afforded to them. So, shooters, do you do so, or do you wait for them to close the gap?
I think with how many ranged we have, we probably want to take as many shots before they get in range as possible.
Yep. I can agree with that. Since Lilith is on the roof and she probably is using the longbow, I think if we could say that we coordinated a little bit, I think Corona will shoot on Lilith's mark, essentially.
Okay. Then Lilith, when do you begin taking your first shots? What range increment?
She knows Corona's using a crossbow, right?
A light
Yeah,
crossbow,
light
yes.
crossbow.
She'll wait until they're about 100 feet out from her, so decent deal into her range.
Yep.
And hopefully within Corona's.
Okay. All right. They'll close into a distance at about 100 feet. As they get this close, and again, you've been able to identify them, you do count 7 heads, which is at least one more than originally anticipated. But Lilith, feel free to make your attack roll. In Corona, if you'd like to then follow that up. They're within 100 feet.
Am I hidden enough to get advantage? They're surprised.
Yeah, you are. They do not see you coming.
Just from a casual glance, do any of them stand out as looking particularly magey?
Magey, absolutely not.
Okay, then she'll just fire at one.
I'll use a point of inspiration to neutralize the disadvantage because I think it's 80 feet for my range thing.
I believe so.
Yeah, but you're 30 feet in front of me, and I'm waiting till they're at 100 feet from me.
Oh, well, I don't know.
That's fair. In which case, yeah, they're only about 100 feet from the walls.
Okay.
That's a 22 for Lilith.
That's gonna hit.
Ugh. That's not gonna hit.
Oh, Corona and crossbows don't get along.
Nope, guess not. At least they're silent.
True. Same for bows. All right, Lilith, roll me some damage.
Not her biggest damage, just 18 to start.
Okay. Do you want to? So basically, there were 7 targets. Do you want to randomly choose one, or do you just want to give me a number between 1 and 7 for me to apply the damage to?
Number 6, that guy has to go down.
Oh, screw that guy. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to officially hit this button. And I was a dum-dum and completely did not add this wave of red blades, so give me one more second. Okay. So, Lilith, you from your stealth position up on the roof, see them approaching, and with Corona, you kind of time it well so you both can take an attack at them without their awareness of you taking advantage of that. Unfortunately, Corona shot goes a little wide, vanishing into the tall grasses. But your arrow pierces into the shoulder of one of the red blade bandits. Kind of all at once, they let out these bestial howls as the one that takes the arrow just breaks it off, breaks the shaft in half, and they begin charging up towards the walls of Mistmeadow. They are all going to, on their turns, dash into. Essentially, they will be at the trench when their turn hits. We're at the top of the round here. Unfortunately, due to distances, no one, well, I guess everyone from Whitecross, they can take some disadvantage shots at this distance, which I suppose they will.
So can I think.
When it's your turn.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have made a difference, but Corona's not proficient in light crossbows?
Oh, she should be. She's a fighter.
I'm going to say it's marked as not proficient. That's why he only had a +3.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Strange. Yeah, I mean, it still wouldn't make a difference, but at the very least.
Yeah, I should change that.
Unfortunately,
Set to automatic. That's weird. Sorry.
A salvo of crossbow bolts from 2 Whitecross members come out, but they sort of vanish into the grasses. This bandit is going to arrive right up to the wall. I'm going to put him in the trench for the sake of you all just being able to see him, but he's not in the trench. If you can even see him, because I think that part of the map is walled off. Let me just go. There we go. There he is. Melody.
Yeah, I have a target now.
You did.
I mean, specifically one I can see. And they are at 125, so they are at disadvantage range. Well, we're going to use True Strike. Where is that? There it is. Do-do-do-do. Just kidding. We're going to start it off with a failure.
I'm
That's a
assuming.
nat one.
Yep. Oh yeah, a failure in the true sense of the word.
Like a failure. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, just wasn't quite ready. Couldn't get it. You know, just couldn't get the aim.
Yeah, you're just warming up. Want to open the sheets?
Yeah, that's not really looking to move. We're kind of holding the line there.
Okay.
That's my turn.
You pop up, fire a crossbow bolt. It veers a little wide. You get a sympathetic look from Zephyr nearby. You'll get him next time. This bandit will arrive. This bandit will likewise arrive. Titan, is your turn.
No one is within his short range. He does not have enough bolts to be attempting long-range shots, so Titan's going to hold his shot until somebody is within 100 feet of him.
Okay. Reasonable.
That'll be his turn, I guess.
Riot's turn. Riot has since leaned her great axe up against the wall here, and she's going to shoulder her heavy crossbow and just shoot at one of the guys at the wall. And miss. They're swearing as she cranks it back. Corona.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
When Lilith and I fired, was that kind of like just an expedited like full turn?
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah,
Could
yeah.
I have used my like bonus action to reload then?
Sure.
At the end of that turn?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah, it's at least OT you all for like being prepared in advance. You get that first turn.
That's fair. Let's see. That was 20 feet. Moving in here. Aha. Okay. There we go. Okay. 25 feet. We're gonna move over and switch windows. Let's attack this guy. Seems like he's the clearest shot. And then do this. Oh man. Wait, that hits?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
They have very, very bad AC.
Okay. Cool. Hit. Not too much damage, but that's okay. Then bonus action reload, and that's a turn.
Okay. Roz.
Right, Roz is going to do the exact same thing as Riot. Heavy crossbow up, aim at the same guy that Corona just shot. With a 22 to hit.
22 would have definitely hit, yeah.
14 damage.
14 damage.
And then throw the crossbow down and grab her axe. And that's my turn.
All right. Catching up on things. There we go. All right. Yeah, Zephyr, without any prompting, is just going to shoot at the ones that's been shot at. Seems like the clear, easy decision. We'll hit with a natural 17. Ooh, 7 on the die for a whopping 9 piercing damage.
Lilith.
That's you.
Gonna duck down on the other side of the roof to bonus action hide. It'll be a 18 to stealth.
Sufficient.
And she shifts over a bit so they don't know exactly where she is, pops up and is going to shoot the one that's got a couple crossbow bolts in him.
A reasonable decision.
And that'll definitely hit. That's a 18 to hit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these guys are not hard to hit. Large, lightly armored.
27 points of damage.
Oh. Yeah, Lilith, you quickly roll down the side of the roof, vanishing out of sight. Ready an arrow, pop up in another position, and you fire onto the same bandit that's already taken a couple of crossbow quarrels. And this one just catches him straight through the neck while he's attempting to vault from the trench onto the wall. He just falls back into the hole, does not resurface.
Back up a little bit again, so they don't have as clear a shot on her.
Okay. Okay. The shot caller is going to dash up to the wall and is then going to use his bonus action to incite Rampage, which will allow one of them to spin the reaction to move their movement speed again, and if they end their movement within range of someone, they can make a melee attack. So they are going to run up, kind of clumsily climb their way through the trench over the wall, and with all of the movement get there. Disappointed that they could not swing a weapon. Red Blade dashes to the wall. Move there. Moonshadow Rogue just having a nice drink in the tavern, wishing they could taste it. Bandit arrives at the wall. Bandit arrives at the wall. Back to the top of the round. Two White Cross Company members are going to fire their crossbows at this fine fellow here. One will miss, one will hit. 6 points of piercing damage. This bandit is going to clamber up, through, and over, and arrive here. Realize they're still near no one, and then use their action to dash. There you go, Titan.
Yep, I was just measuring out, and it looks like Titan can take his shot.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately use our inspiration as well, because that was a really bad roll. It's better. 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
Okay. Crossbow. Oh. Max damage 15.
Oh, wow. Nice. Big hit.
Some damage.
Yeah, I mean, Titan's crossbow bolt catches guys square in the chest as he's sprinting across open ground towards the center where they can see people up on the high rise. And it practically capitulates the guy. He's walking, and you know a fatal wound when you see one, Titan. He's standing but barely alive.
Good.
Well, that's that guy's turn. Melody.
I need to unmute. Yeah, we're seeing someone right here. I think that's my closest, right?
Yeah, the guy in the courtyard. Yeah.
So we are going to see what their range is. Oh, just in range. I love that for me. And we are going to, true strike them with a crossbow.
Best of luck.
Thank you. In the box. Where did it go? Oh no. Under the chair.
Uh-oh. Runaway
Okay,
dice.
let's try that again. I like that better. 17 plus 7 is
Yeah,
24.
that'll definitely hit.
And that means a D8 now plus 7. Oh no, plus 5.
Mm-hmm.
Because damage doesn't get proficiency.
Nope.
9 points damage.
Very nice. Well, given that he had 1, that was overkill by a lot. As he was staggering from the crossbow bolt from Titan, Body, you follow up with a quick second bolt that basically hits him on the other side of the chest, and the man that was barely holding himself upright collapses.
He doesn't understand the term kill stealing. I apologize.
Words. I just want him dead. I don't care who does
Yeah.
it.
Could you imagine, though?
Right.
Maybe a different character in a different time. But
Mm-hmm. All right, Melody, anything else?
Yeah. I think that's really it. My bonus actions aren't really in use quite yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's my turn.
Okay. This bandit was so lucky as to have been helped over the wall originally. Going to rush to here. See, still no one in range. And because, they're not the brightest of barbarians, they're going to just go right here. Mm-hmm.
That's a curious place to go. Roz is going to warding strike him.
Oh, that is a choice. Okay, yeah, go for it.
Low attack, but I think it still hits 12.
No, it misses by 1.
Okay, I missed.
Shame. You were gonna show him what, but no, he's just there. If these were different bandits, he would chuckle at you, but he's not the type. Titan.
well, let's take a shot at this guy who got up on Roz.
Hmm.
A lot. 20-something to hit.
Oh yeah. We just spoiled our AC earlier. It's definitely 13.
Man, Titan is on point with his shots right now. 14
Oh wow.
points of damage.
In another timeline, he was a thundersmith.
But that's it for him.
Okay. Well, Riot's there. Riot's going to kind of unceremoniously drop her crossbow onto the ground and grab her great axe, and is just going to attack this dude recklessly. I don't know what's up with me and NPCs tonight, but man, am I rolling low. Not that it matters because it's still enough to hit, but it's crazy how low it is. Oh, damage numbers are high though. This dude gets clocked for a solid 18 points on the first hit.
Ooh.
Second attack hits. Oh, I rolled a 1. 6. Still alive, but barely. Corona.
Question.
Yeah.
Are these windows big enough to jump through, like vault over?
You can hop through them, yeah.
Okay. Would it cost an action to do so, or any extra movement or anything?
No action. Just a little movement. It'll
Okay.
just count the space as difficult terrain.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15. Oh, I'm colliding with a wall. Duh.
Ah, yes, Whoop.
Thank you. 15. Okay, now I can see people. These guys are currently still in my sights. The guys on the left here.
They're literally at they're just before the
like
trench
right
on the wall. Yep.
Okay, I gotcha. Screw it. Okay, 15, 20, 25, 30. We're gonna drop the crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
Just free item interaction, and it's probably an action to swap over to the actual shotgun. Bonus action. Do I have anything special? All the I don't think any house rules let me like dodge as a bonus action or anything.
Nope.
Okay. That's fine. They still kind of have to come to me, and they can't flank me here. I don't think so. Yep, that'll be it. Save my bonus action for later.
Okay. Raz.
All right, let's try again to hit this guy, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that one will hit. It's good damage. But I want to smite him because it's funny.
Okay.
12 plus 9 plus a lot. I think he's dead.
Yes. He was holding on by single digits. If you want to give
He
us...
took almost 30 then.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Riot catches him with her 2 swings, throws him off balance, and it quite literally throws him into an unprepared attack from you from behind. And you essentially hit him in the like between the shoulder blades and in his back, while Riot sweeps the leg out from underneath him, and he ends up flat on the ground, but in 2 pieces. And it's so fast and instantaneous. No one was ready for it, including him.
All right, crack my neck and move on to the next one wherever it hits here.
Yep, Zephyr's gonna move up here. We're gonna shoot someone at disadvantage. That is unfortunately going to miss. Lilith.
Lilith. She has 1 trick bonus action hide. It's going to be a 15 total.
15 will still hit.
Scamper along the roof over to this side. I'm having trouble seeing tokens, so she's just going to shoot somebody who's over in this general direction.
Yeah. I mean, they're all just in a line right here.
Yeah, she'll shoot one that looks like they might have been shot already.
They're all perfectly healthy.
In that case, the southernmost one.
Okay.
And that's going to be a 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
$21 points of damage.
Solid hit.
And scamper back.
Like many of the others, this red blade takes the arrow, breaks it off, and is preparing to vault the wall. Speaking of that red blade, with an impressive standing leap, clears the gap, and actually lands up here next to Corona. And with a pair of serrated short swords, will attack you twice.
Mm-hmm.
1 attack. One of those is going to miss. One of those is going to hit. You don't have any kind of fancy reactions, do you?
No, not yet.
Maximum damage, 9 points of slashing.
Okay.
And then they're going to use a bonus action to incite rampage, for one of their fellow friends. And it is going to move its speed. In which case this guy is going to clamber all the way up and end up here. And unfortunately can't really get past his buddy to do anything, so is instead going to run this way. And it's that Red Blade's turn. That's convenient. He is going to... he's going to go... Actually, he's going to climb up onto the roof. He's got the movement speed for it. They might not be able to see you, but they know where you are. And then when he gets up there, he knows where you are. He has just enough movement to get to you. Are you still prone, Lilith?
No, she stood up.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. He's still going to just recklessly attack you. These guys haven't been able to do it because I haven't been able to get near anybody. Woo! Natural 19. I think that'll do it.
Yep.
For 10 points of slashing damage.
Ouch.
As he pounds the roof tiles off of the structure and charges at you with the axe, swinging kind of wildly and recklessly to the point that even almost he slips off the roof. But that is their turn. Man, the Moonshadow Rogue really got the worst assignment for this wave. This red blade is going to spend most of its movement getting there. Is then going to move here. And then dash because no enemies in sight. And get there. Guy does the same thing. Don't worry, they're coming. You'll see him in a second. He's just joining his buddy. Separate them for the sake of it. Okay. Well, plenty of targets now. But Whitecross, both Gloom and Evening Glow are going to take 2 shots at the Red Blade Bandit attacking Lilith.
Yay, advantage.
And somehow only one of those will hit. And only for 5. My NPC rolls are not super hot. Melody.
Yeah. So it looks like we're getting closed in on by 3 different bandits. Who's the furthest away and can I see them?
The short answer to that is no. You cannot see the one that is furthest away. Because they are behind this house.
Got it. And I'm guessing there's no one else that we can't see.
So
never mind.
well, there's one on this roof, which is kind of a weird scenario, but they're on the roof, so you can see them, and then there's these 2 over here.
Okay. That being said, yeah, we're gonna hit one of these 2 over here. Probably, I guess that's not the targeting tool.
This one?
The north one.
Oh, okay, this one.
That guy.
Just once. Just click it once.
Oh, just
There you go.
oh yeah, targeting. Anyway, sorry. Rolling. True strike. Trying to shoot him in the face. It's a 5 plus a 5. That's a 10. That's not enough.
That is unfortunately not enough. Even though you've had some inspiration and a little magical aid to help make this this tactic you've adopted recently better, you're still actually learning how to shoot a crossbow properly. It still will take some time.
Yes.
You know, it's not unreasonable. Yep. Titan.
Titan doesn't like there being a guy up on Lilith there, so he's going to take a shot.
I don't think Lilith likes it either.
Yeah, not her type.
21 to hit.
Yeah, cheese Titan.
Oh my god, Titan's damage tonight. 15 damage.
All right. Damn.
Knock him off the roof.
There. Actually. There.
Okay. I did, for the sake of just seeing, because it was a pretty substantial amount of damage, I did roll to see if the barbarian could keep his footing up there, and the red blade did succeed, unfortunately. But he is nearly knocked off his feet with that hit.
Unexpected benefit of a heavy hit.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, thanks.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you're just doing it so consistently, I feel like I had to reward you. Okay, Riot's turn. Well, I guess Riot is going to I mean, one person being blocked off by Corona, one on the roof, two kind of closing in. So Ride is going to be a good barbarian that she is, and run there. And then dash and jump, and we'll just get behind them. But that's all she can do. Corona.
Okay. Krona is for free going to enter into steady aim stance, so she has advantage. She's gonna shoot this guy with her shotgun. Oh wait, whoops. I have to hold V, I think, for the variable damage because it does more damage when they're up close. There. Whoa. Discard previous. Sorry. There we go. Advantage. Okay,
Ooh,
nice. Take that.
Bang.
Let's see what the damage is.
Oh,
Hey,
spicy.
don't know if that's. I think it
Oh,
might.
no, that was a 10. It should be a 12.
Yeah, it should be a 12. I'll roll it just to,
Yeah,
to make sure.
if it's higher, then I'll add the difference. Okay, yeah, we'll keep the 10.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Cool. So she did hit. I think she's then going to use her bonus action to strike with her fist.
Does
with
your
the weapon.
does your stance require a bonus action?
It does not. It's
Oh, neat.
it's free as far as I can tell. This one right here. Oh, I'm not sure if it will say the description.
Yeah, it didn't give text.
When you begin your turn, yeah, when you just have to declare it at the beginning of your turn, basically.
Okay. Continue.
Yes, so she will strike with a pistol whip at normal. Normal. Oh man, those lucky sevens.
Oh, yeah, missed by 1 too.
Dang.
If
okay.
it were literally any of the other targets in this group, it would have hit.
You know what? Let's try and reroll that then with a last point of inspiration.
Go for it.
Okay. Normal. Hey, there we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll do it.
Okay. So do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then because that hit, let me just double check here. Yes, we'll use a maneuver. We'll use sweeping strike. Because I hit with a melee attack, I can spend an exploit die and force it to make a dex save. On a failure, it takes bludgeoning damage. Blah blah. Okay, so I'm not sure if it's actually doing.
It does not look like there was anything in the input for it.
Okay. Then it needs to make a dex save, and I guess if it fails, it will take that.
Oh, there it is. So whenever you rolling the damage prompted it to follow through.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Okay, good to know.
Yeah, and I rolled a natural 1 on my dice, so this is basically the same thing.
Nice. Okay, so it takes that bludgeoning damage and falls prone.
And down they go.
And that's a turn.
Nice. Very effective turn. Roz.
Right, Roz. Move 30 feet. I measured 30 feet instead of moving. Get here, and she is going to flip up the front of her visor and ready action to cast Scorching Ray on the first target she can see that uses a reckless attack. Scorching Ray from her circlet of blasting.
Mm-hmm. Who would have known that pickup would have been extremely valuable against these particular enemies?
Who'd have thought?
Zephyr's going to shoot at the one on the roof with Lilith. Because, like Quinn said, advantage is neat. Those will hit. I rolled a 1. 3 damage. Lilith, it's your turn, and now your problem.
Yay. I mean, wait, what? Lilith is gonna just kind of quickly draw her brother's dagger from her belt and take a slash.
Go for it.
It's an 18 on the die, so I'm pretty sure that hits.
Don't forget your advantage.
Yep, that was with advantage.
Nice. Give him the sneak attack.
16 damage.
You hit him with a absolutely critical hit.
I forgot it's a +1, 17 damage.
Forget everything I was just about to say. He had 1 HP left, so the magical bonus literally made the difference. Well, as reckless as he was, as off-kilter as he was by his own actions, and the crossbow bolt that Titan hit him with, and the absolute peppering he's been receiving from the White Cross Company members, it opens up a crucial opportunity that you exploit Lilith, and you essentially get to run that dagger from the low part of his collarbone all the way across his throat, cutting quite deep. And as he continues to try to gain his footing, he loses strength and consciousness and tumbles off of the roof, dead.
All right. As far as she knows, there's 2 to the north and 1 to the south, so she's going to swap over to this side of the roof and use her bonus action to hide there. Natural 20.
Oh yeah, you're very hidden.
That is her turn.
Okay. Well, Corona's in a fight with this shot caller. It's going to attack her with two short sword attacks.
I assume he gets up.
He will get up. Yes, thank you for reminding me. Although, wrong one. Wouldn't it be cool to create an enemy that purposely fights from prone though? Wouldn't, I don't know why, but there's something there.
I've made a character that does that.
There's a giant kin in 5e that does that, I think.
Really? I got to go look at that.
Yeah, it's like an Underdark weird thing.
First attack will miss. Second attack is going to meet AC at a 17.
Oh.
I rolled
better that than a crit.
I rolled a 2. 5 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, okay. I am blessed to stay so far.
My damage rolls on the whole have been quite low. But that is his turn. Moonshadow Rogue just keep doing his job. And this bandit is going to wheel about on Riot and, believe it or not, recklessly attack Roz.
Great. I'm going to blast him.
Go for it.
No crits, but they do all hit.
Mm-hmm.
So 6d6 fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
10, 11, 13, 23 points of fire damage.
Pretty good. What does Roz's use of the circlet of blasting look like?
She's got her visor flipped up, and she's got that silver circlet with the 3 rubies studded into it.
Mm-hmm.
Each one fires a separate ray that'll blast out from her forehead into this bandit and scorch him.
Gotcha.
Snaps her visor back down.
That's a look. Okay. Well, blasted, annoyed, but is still going to finish the swing onto Riot. Unbelievable. I rolled a 1 and a 5. Riot is going to take the haft of her axe and redirect his attack into the ground. And that's his turn. His friend is going to try to do the same. I am going to miss by 1. So even harried on both sides, but with a little distraction from Roz, Riot is able to repel both blows, coming out unscathed so far. 2 crossbow bolts from Gloom and Evening Glow. One will hit. 6 points of piercing damage onto the one that has been blasted via circlet. And it is Melody's turn.
All right, so we still cannot see the most furthest away.
Nope, just these 2 fine lads right here.
All right, gonna target the same one as before.
Okay.
That is not going to be enough because that's a 12. Oh, wait.
Hmm?
Nope. 7 plus 7 because I have proficiency.
14.
14.
1 over what you need to hit.
Ha ha.
Nice.
And
Math.
6 plus 5 is 11.
Oh, that's pretty good. I'm making up for all the misses so far.
Yeah. So far they've been alternating. So, we'll take what we can get.
Also, was that roll at advantage? Because these guys are
No, it
recklessly
wasn't.
swinging away. Yeah, if you just want to throw a second
Oh.
d20 to see if that changes anything.
Marvelous. It doesn't.
Okay, moving on. Titan.
All right. Titan's going to take a shot at the one Roz hit.
Mm-hmm. You've got a lovely sight line on him.
And that'll be a critical hit.
Oh boy.
Due to advantage.
Why does Titan even have claws?
Just replace your claws with crossbows, clearly.
24 total damage.
Yeah, this guy is unbelievably dead.
But that's it.
Yeah.
Apparently switching from a light crossbow to a heavy crossbow made all the difference for Titan.
It does matter a
Got
little.
That little stand, and now he can aim better. It's
Mhm.
hitting hard.
Yeah, you just got a bipod. Yeah, just lean it up against things. Yeah, it works. Yeah. These two rebel bandits, they know they're being attacked from the rear, but they have a target nearby, and they're just kind of honing in on Riot. Easy, ample opportunity to take advantage of their very obviously lowered guard. Crossbow bolt straight into the spine between the shoulder blades, and this dude just slumps down. And it's Riot's turn. Well, there seems like only one obvious choice here. We swing, and it's reckless. Not that it matters, because they're all just barbarians fighting one another. First attack will hit. Deal a whopping 6 points of damage. Second attack will miss. That's my turn. Corona.
How badly beat up?
Very.
Very okay.
Yes.
All right. We'll do the same as last time. Then enter stance. And try and shoot him point blank. Let's try this key. See if it works. At advantage. I needed it. Okay. No damage popped up. That's cool. I have no idea how to roll just the damage. Well, I'll just roll it manually. 1d12.
Nice.
Okay, not bad.
Just gonna halt you there. The shotgun blast catches him full in the stomach. He's blown backwards onto the ground with a bloody mess for an abdomen.
Okay. And no guys yet. She'll take a look around. She's not gonna be able to move this round. I guess she'll take this opportunity to bonus action reload.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it, because no movement.
Okay. Roz.
Roz is going to leap all the way to here.
Yep.
And let's see if we can obliterate this guy.
Bet you can.
With a natural 20, I bet I can.
Oh, shit. Mm-hmm.
I'm not even going to bother smiting.
That would be unnecessary.
It would be a waste, but wow, the damage I could deal, but I'm not going to do that. 12 plus 9 plus 10, 31. Is he dead?
Yes.
Okay.
By 9.
I was going to say, I think one of those numbers would have killed him.
It wasn't that weak. But, yeah. Pretty much, 3/4 of his total health, so you could have almost killed him from full. I think sort of unceremoniously, Roz, if you just want to give us the killing blow animation there, that is the last contender in the initiative.
30-foot standing leap from where she was, lands on these stairs behind him, and just like the last guy that Riot was fighting, sinks her axe into the back of his spine, and he goes down twitching with an axe embedded in his spine.
Mm-hmm. And with a unceremonious boot kick to release your axe, the danger has currently passed. Oh, I had-
7, good old 7, yeah.
All right. Make sure that we're alone. Rest up. Get ready for the next one.
As necessary, there's another loot table created for the miscellaneous things off of their bodies, if you would be so interested. There's not much there, but who knows? Like I said, 7 arrived, 7 are dead. You were roughly told by the Moonshadow Rogue that there's maybe an hour's lead time between them. But clearly their intelligence is not foolproof, since the number of people that arrived in this initial wave was a little different from anticipated.
That is fair.
Do we want to drag the...
Mm-hmm.
I was just going to ask if we wanted to drag the bodies out of the way so nothing looks
Too suspicious.
Yeah.
I was gonna suggest something similar. Yeah, I'd be down for that. Even if we just put it in like the ditch or something.
Well, that's all for you all to decide. Just so it's also clear, between waves, even if a full hour doesn't necessarily pass in game, you will have the opportunity to short rest.
Cool, cool.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Titan would suggest that maybe Lilith shouldn't be alone on the roof. Maybe next time we put the Moonshadow Rogue up there as well.
That's a good idea.
They can give each other sneak attack.
Exactly.
Okay, so patch up, get ready. We're kind of at our break time, so we're gonna do that. And you all can settle in for wave 2. Since you all are just mostly just doing resting stuff, we are going to cut to a break and be back in about 10 minutes. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
And we're back. And I have doubled the encounter numbers because, oops. It's fine. The first group is never that big.
Remember, kids, when the fight's too easy, tell your DM to make it harder.
I did. I made it so much harder. At least than it was. Which is probably more on par for what it should be. That being said, has everyone done their short rest things?
Mm-hmm.
I got one thing.
Yeah.
One question, I guess. For possible retcon. Instead of using my first hero point to gain advantage, like when Lilith and I shot, could I have just used my stance? Because I had completely forgotten I had it at that point.
If that literally is what the stance would do by you not moving and then granting yourself advantage on the first ranged weapon attack that you make,
Yeah.
I'll happily refund you that point.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I figure if we're gonna fight waves and waves, I might as well
You're
get
gonna.
every little bit I can
Mm-hmm.
without cheating.
Yeah, because
Okay,
at the
thank you.
very least, you definitely should consider the first 3 waves, which we'll probably get through today, is where you're really at least managing inspiration points. Because I don't think we'll get through all 6 today.
Mm-hmm. That's all for me, though. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. All right.
Titans, good to go.
And we're back. If everyone's healed up, short rests are done. You have roughly an hour before the next wave arrives. You will have a side note conversation with the Moon Shadow Rogue where they will comment on the fact that the first wave was a little smaller than anticipated, and you should maybe expect more in the next one. Cough, cough. So perhaps if there's any strategies that wish to be adapted or positions changed.
I'm good where I am for the moment.
Titan's happy to keep things at ranged resources until he has to get into melee.
Yeah. I think the only thing Audie would probably raise, or someone with more tactical, it would just be that, don't let anyone run away. Because then that gives away all advantage and they might just wait and group up, which would suck.
Nope.
Noted, but Titan also suggests that due to the personality of this particular group, it's not likely that anyone's willing to retreat.
That was a fair
It
observation.
is smart to keep it under advisement.
Mm-hmm. The upside is you
If
do
it
have
looks
somebody.
like someone retreats.
The upside is you do have somebody with a longbow on a roof that if one does decide to hop back over the wall, they have a very long distance to run before they survive. Okay. Time will pass again. This group arrives about 20 minutes to 7. The sun is much higher in the sky. A lot of the early morning mist is kind of burning off, leaving everything humid but still quite cold. But the sun is refreshing in that regard. Bodies have been left to lie or have been tossed off of the back of the village? Question mark. I know people mentioned wanting to maybe have things appear as normal.
Yeah, I know Corona and Audie were at least interested in cleaning up a bit.
Yep.
I mean, I imagine because Titan doesn't need to heal up or anything, he would have helped with the bodies. And his plan with the bodies the previous night was to chuck them off this back cliff. So
okay, yeah,
just be adding to the pile, I suppose, unless there are objections to that.
Nope, not for me.
Yes, and it is extremely, extremely, extremely unlikely they ever approach from that direction.
I think at this point it would be more horrific for them if they did.
Might just encourage them.
That's true.
Who knows? Maybe we'll find out. Maybe we won't.
I mean, if they go by climbing up the cliff, then they're really giving up a lot of tactical advantage.
And then a big open approach to everything else.
Yeah.
Even with just the 5 people up here, it's going to be really bad for them. And then, of course, Lilith on the roof. Yeah, it's a bad time. It's honestly, in general, Mistmeadow's a pretty well-defended position against people of average abilities, aka strong in weapons.
They have to defend their grapes.
Yeah, sure.
This is a normal Tuesday for them.
Yeah, that's why they did it. Just like before, someone give me a odds or evens or heads or tails.
Tails.
Okay. Like I said, some time will pass. You all will have a chance to catch your breath. When those of you keeping an eye out catch the first signs of movement of the next batch of red blades. This group is arriving, marching up the southern road on the approach to Mistmeadow. They're in a loosely formed line, kind of, staggered by 1 or 2 here or there. As mentioned, there are more in this group, with a slight variety of archetypes, if you will, denoted by the some not being as large and muscular and brutish as others with great axes, and others with, you know, serrated short swords, and some with glaives, and etc., etc.
Can we perceive a count?
Well, people are welcome to perceive with a check.
21.
Ooh,
Percent 21.
19.
I'm expecting another 19 at this point.
4. Titan's
Oh.
not paying attention anymore.
The first wave was too easy. Okay. Well, with a 19, 21, and a 21, you can tell there's about 12 of them coming up the road. Again, in a smattering kind of ramshackle line. As they approach the village, and they get within that, 200 feet mark, you can tell they notice the cart blocking off the entryway to the village. But their behavior doesn't really change, but there is like a moment where they pause, but then they just keep advancing forward, not particularly any more on guard than they were before. So same as before. Tell me when what your engage range is. I really think there's only going to be one of you that really has the distance to actually take any shots
Yeah.
outside of the map from where you
Yeah.
all are sitting.
I
Yeah,
can at least normalize it, but
based on positions and the fact that they're coming from the south, Lilith is just going to start opening fire the moment they're within her first range increment. So 150, I think, for a longbow.
Yeah. Okay. Then it's going to be exactly what happened last time. Lilith, you're going to fire off your first arrow, and then on that first round of combat, they're all going to arrive at the entrance. So, allow me to restart our initiative.
oh, it's a lot of them.
Well, it's what you guys wanted.
Double check. The guys with
Ooh.
serrated blades are the ones who have been kind of like shown to be barking orders to encourage other people, right?
So technically not. But the last one was more widely acknowledged in the first encounter. The ones with the dual wielding short swords were supposed to be the lopers, the ones that run around on all fours and were harassing the crap out of you originally. The ones with the glaives were supposed to be the shot callers. Why I made a change in the start of that combat, I don't know.
Lilith will aim at one of the glaive guys then. If anything, because reach is annoying.
Yep, fair. All right.
22 to hit.
Yep.
And just because I like being mean and ruining your plans, potentially.
Don't even have plans, but go on.
Arresting streak.
One guy's gonna lag behind all the others.
Haha, take that.
Strength save? Dex save?
Dexterity
Deck
save.
save. Yeah.
What's your DC? I'm pretty sure it's a fail though.
15.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be failure. The one is going to get knocked to the ground. He will join the map one turn later than everybody else. Just screw that guy.
He's also taking 28 points of damage.
Owie.
And then Lilith hides.
I bet you do.
Yeah, It's a 17 on the die. So
Mm-hmm. Pretty good. You will successfully evade the perception of all of these enemies. One of these days, I'll hit you with somebody who's good at catching a rogue in this bit, but right now, these are not those guys.
hopefully by that day I'll
Oh.
have my expertise in stealth.
I should hit again. Oops.
I'm going first, it appears.
Yes.
I was curious why we could see everybody's initiative.
'Cause I
Well,
should have started it, but yeah. Anyway,
Glaive Guy's gonna have a bad time popping into stealth and shooting him again.
rude, but go for it. He is prone, so you're gonna have disadvantage on the shot.
He's prone?
I'm sorry. Who are you attacking?
The Glaive Guy that I just shot?
Yeah, didn't you knock him prone? Oh no, you stopped his movement.
No. Yeah, I stopped his movement.
Never mind.
With a 19 on the die, that's definitely a hit.
Yep. And I gotta say, he just took an arrow to the knee. That's all it was.
Pretty much.
Now his adventuring days are over.
Mm.
21 points of damage.
Oh wow, yeah, pretty good. Yes, exactly the right amount to topple him.
Well, it just takes the drop, fires 2 arrows in quick succession, and one through the knee, the other through the neck while he's almost down.
Mm-hmm.
And then she hides again.
Okay.
Yeah, 16 on the die for that one.
Yeah, they're gonna let out a series of howls, battle cries, rallying everybody to combat.
Nope, I hit enter.
It's okay. So I mean, 2 of these people are going to shoot with crossbows. They're going to shoot at their long range. And disadvantage. I can't talk tonight. Disadvantage sucks. Both are misses. Riot, knowing the direction they're approaching from, is going to dash over to the cart and prop up behind it, waiting and lying in wait. This bandit arrives. Melody.
All right. There's bandits.
There are.
They are outside of my first range increment.
Yes, they are.
But just barely, I think, right?
If it's a light crossbow, it's
50.
80.
Yeah. Okay.
So they're about
They're 115, I think.
that one's
Yeah.
115, and this one's behind the inn. So
I can't see that one.
they're both 115.
Okay. Well, we're gonna still true strike the one I can see, assuming that I can see them over the wall.
Yeah. Again, there's like a cover thing. I keep all those numbers to myself.
Okay. Well, I'm at disadvantage anyway. Can't get worse than that. 70. That's a 14 plus 7 for 21.
Oh yeah, that'll hit. Look at that walking barn approaching the village. How weird.
2 plus 5
7.
is 7.
Okay.
All right.
7, yeah. Well, now the Moonshadow Rogue is in the opposite place from where all the action is. It's just going to sit up on the roof with Lilith, chilling.
He's gonna lose that coin flip every combat. We're gonna swap him back after.
Zephyr's going to take a disadvantage shot on the long range increment. And miss. Roz.
Roz is going to move 30 feet. And as an action, she is going to ignite her axe with the flickering ruby.
Nice.
Pass turn.
Okay. This shot caller is not going to arrive. Is going to use a bonus action to incite rampage in a fellow bandit to move their distance. This guy will arrive 1 turn early. And instead is going to sling a longbow and fire an arrow into the village. Given heights, elevations, walls, their best targets are all of you up here. I'm just going to roll a random target, given that I feel like their target acquisition from that distance is not going to be super keen. It is Titan, for what it is worth.
Mm-hmm.
Disadvantage is going to mark that at a 15. So
That misses.
a crudely made arrow is going to strike and skitter across the stonework on the fountain, kind of, coming to rest somewhere beyond. Corona.
Is this guy that I'm pinging
Yep.
in my actual line of sight?
Yes, but he does have cover.
He is. Okay, it's fair enough. We're gonna go into stance to normalize what would be disadvantage with the crossbow, and boom, normal. Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Look at it
Cool.
go. Oh, nice.
I can't complain.
Some crossbow damage in there.
Yep. And then bonus action reload, and actually, oh wait, yeah, I did go into stance, so I can't move. That's a turn.
Okay. This bandit arrives. This bandit, who arrived one turn early, is going to use all of their movement to climb over trench wall and arrive here. Titan.
Well, I think that puts him in my range. Yes,
100
just
feet.
barely. I mean, I could step forward if I needed to, but let's try and attack him. It's not right. That's not how you do math, Ben. 12 to hit.
12 to hit is unfortunately a miss.
Okay.
One short.
Titan misses.
You had to have
That'll be
bad
his
luck
turn.
somewhere.
Yeah, it had to happen eventually.
Okay. Anything else from Titan?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Then we're going to move on. One of the Red Blade Rioters, a foretold unit that we were looking forward to, will arrive on scene and is going to use a bonus action to dash and clamber over the cart, landing down and arriving next to Riot, and is going to use their short swords to attack Riot twice. One is going to hit. 4 damage. I've rolled so many ones on my damage dice tonight, it's ridiculous.
Thank you.
This shot caller is going to use a bonus action to incite rampage and another bandit, or having them arrive one turn early. I'll move him over there for the sake of simplicity. And then we'll likewise unsling a longbow and take a shot at somebody over yonder on the top of the hill. This time it's Melody.
No, thank you.
Don't worry. Just like before, the arrow comes in quite high, but with that level of distance, Melody, you can easily make sure you adjust your positioning that the arrow will just crack against the fountain, the statue on the fountain behind you, shattering into bits. This bandit arrives. This bandit is going to take all of his movement to get here. And then dash. Hang on. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. And dash, and as lovely as it is, go meet Roz.
Warding strike.
Yep. Oh, I know.
Oh, I know you know. You know me so well.
I know your tricks. I'm letting. I want you to use them. Use them all.
23 to hit.
Yep.
6 plus 9, 15, 20, 21 damage.
Oh yeah, solid blow. You warded his strike so good. Okay. Could you believe it? Another shot caller uses a bonus action to incite rampage and a fellow Red Blade. This rioter is going to arrive a turn early. And then also take a crazy pot shot with a longbow at a distance. Who'd have thought? This time it's at one of the White Cross Company members. But don't worry, disadvantage is great. It's another miss. This rider was allowed to arrive early, which is delightful. Just use their movement, and they're going to get here. And they're going to double up against Riot. First one's a hit. Second one's a hit. I can't make it up. I rolled 2 ones. A whopping 8 damage for both attacks. Moving on. Lilith.
That's me.
That's you.
There's people with longbows out there. Those aren't allowed. It can be only one. I'm gonna shoot the one that took the first shot.
Yep, I totally remember which one that is.
Whichever one's first in
Whichever one's
initiative.
earliest in the initiative.
Yeah, that's what I was going to. Okay, I found him.
My dice are teasing me today.
Nope.
Advantage roll 2 19s.
Oh, you take that 19. Be grateful for it.
I'm grateful, but still, I want to crit somebody.
Be grateful.
$19 points of damage.
Pretty good. Takes the blow, staggers back, continues charging forward. I dare say you're going to hide.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, dice. Thanks. Natural 20 on my stealth check.
Got it. You wanted it. There it is.
I think they're angry at me.
Both Gloom and Evening Glow are going to shoot 2 crossbow bolts at the one attacking Roz. Both will hit. Oh, there we go. For a combined 16 points of piercing damage. Well, Riot is happy that something fun is finally occurring. Will do things because Riot is a barbarian-based archetype, and so she will take a bonus action to enter into a rage, where she just kind of twists her hands on the haft of her battle axe. Veins pop out of her arms, and she swings with a great battle cry onto the first rider that hopped over the wagon. And unsurprised, will attack recklessly. Lucky number 7, twice. I'm going to miss by 1. I'm a jinx tonight. A 1 and a 6. Both attacks are going to miss.
Oh no.
Despite Riot's tenacity, it appears having 2 people just with their fast-moving weapons on both sides are providing enough of a challenge for her to be able to swing her wide-reaching great axe in a meaningful manner. This bandit is going to climb over the wall and is going to then dash and get next to Roz. Then it's going to clamber over the wall and is going to, you guessed it, dash to Roz. Melody.
All right. Let's check some distances here. Okay. I'm going to take a small step forward. And because I think that puts Roz within my inspiration distance. And targeting.
Are you humming the Halo theme song?
No,
Ba, ba,
I
ba,
was
ba.
humming
Yeah.
that. Ba 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 ba. There we
Yeah.
go. All right.
Did sound like a pitch shifted Halo song.
Thank you, thank you, Ben.
It totally did.
I feel validated.
And Audie's just gonna call out that it's like, Roz, I've seen you take on 3 times as much and, well, twice as drunk, which
Mm.
you know what I'm saying. You got this. And she levels her crossbow on the nearest one to try and assist that with some true strike.
Mm-hmm.
That's 14 plus 7 again is 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Assuming I have no weird advantage on this.
Nope. They haven't attacked
Well,
yet.
that's 8 plus 5 for 12.
13?
13. Yep. Math.
You fire off a shot. It finds
Yep.
finds placement. You begin reloading for the next one.
Yep. And then I stepped back so that I'd be back in line.
Yeah, fair. Okay. The Moonshadow Rogue is up on the roof with Lilith, crouching there, unmoving, unbreathing, silent. There's a moment where it pulls the hand crossbow off of its belt and just considers it, looks over the roof, and then just puts it back on its belt. Zephyr is going to take a shot at one of the bandits near Raz. And is going to hit. 7 points of damage. A crossbow bolt finding home on that bandit and felling him before he could get an attack off. Roz.
All right. In a perhaps unexpected move, other than a slight movement, Roz is going to dodge.
Yes, quite unexpected. This bandit arrives. Has a longbow drawn. Alright, it's kind of behind this wagon. You guys are up there. But Roz is out in the open. So Roz, catch this. You won't. It's a 12. We'll use a bonus action to incite rampage. Having yet another one of their fellow shot callers arrive. Corona.
Check out this gamer move. I'm going to use my action and my movement to end my turn right here, please.
Parkour.
That's my turn.
All right.
I thought you were about to 360 no scope somebody.
I was half expecting
That'll be
it.
next turn.
This Red Blade will take all of their movement and a bit of a dash to get here. And then we'll finish their movement. Oop, did the wrong thing. And then we'll finish their movement here. No, this guy's here. Look at him. He's gonna do a thing.
I'm not going to warding strike this time.
He's going to attack you recklessly. 20 modified.
Roz casts shield.
All right. Swings a big heavy axe, comes around in a very obviously telegraphed blow that leaves his guard open. You throw up a arcane barrier and it bounces off of it. They are surprised. Titan.
Titan's gonna shoot this guy. Why isn't my click working? Whatever. Titan's gonna shoot the guy that's on the right side of Roz. The big old 26 to hit.
Yeah, for sure. Double their AC. I think it hits.
Continuing the pattern of insane damage, it'll be 15.
Wow.
14 damage on that.
Yeah, that's a solid hit.
That is it for Titan for now. Hold on.
For now.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, this rioter is going to attack Riot. Twice. First one's gonna miss. Second one will land. I rolled a 2. It's an improvement. 5 reduced to 2 because Riot is raging. But then it will take a bonus action to disengage. And it is not going to do that. I'm going to move him back here so I can realize where I'm moving him. You know what? Just seems like a good idea. We're going to move to new targets. We're just they're going to keep going. This is their thing. This shot caller will arrive. Will arrive slightly more advantageously. Longbow. Oh, look, Corona out in the open with no one around them. 13's a miss.
Nice.
Bonus action, Insight Rampage is going to whoop. Yep. Get the shot caller over the wall. That's Red Blade. Just like his fellow on the turn before, gonna spend a bunch of time doing one of these, and then dash is going to get there. The shot caller has arrived on scene. Has not found much success with the bow yet. Is going to approach Riot, just kind of casting the bow aside and swinging out this glaive that looks like it's made from an enormous tooth. Yeah, that'll hit. For 8 points of slashing damage, reduced to 4. Gonna use a bonus action. We're gonna Insight Rampage. This fine fellow here is going to get there and attack Roz with his reaction. He is not going to attack Roz. He's going to swing and miss quite heavily. The axe is scratching against the arcane shield that's present. This Rioter is going to do a little dance and attack Riot twice. 1 hit. 1 miss. I rolled a 6. Yeah. 9 reduced to 4. Lilith.
Pop out, shoot that same longbow guy.
Go for it.
Gonna use inspiration.
Oh, it was a bad roll.
Yeah, it was a 1 and a 3. But the third one's 14, so that plus modifiers definitely hits.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, the shot callers have slightly better AC, but not a whole lot.
Good damage to 29.
Oh, wow. He is standing on death's door. Well, I guess Death Trench. Death's front yard. But, yeah, he's not great.
Fortunately, I don't have a hidden +1 to pull out of this one.
Not yet, you don't.
Not yet. Bonus action hide.
Mm-hmm.
Now my dice is just teasing me. That's 20.
Uh-huh. Good. They can stand your hide checks. Gloom and Evening Glow are going to try to pick off some of these bandits around Roz. 1 hit. 1 miss. Fortunately, just 1 hit was the most important. This guy, who was very badly wounded, will go down. Despite Riot's position, she's still in her element. She's quite happy to be here. So, she is going to, with her great axe, swing onto the Rioter next to her, recklessly. 1 hit. And 2. Oh. 16 points of damage. One of these days, I will roll above the average on damage dice. But today is not that day. This bandit attacks Roz. Of course, recklessly. Misses miserably. Is in fact going to push on. Arcane barrier, strange to them. Roz, you are free to attack them as they part ways from you.
I'd love to, but I don't have a reaction.
Ah, you shielded, yes. All right, moving
Did they
on.
step in the pit?
It requires 2 people's weight.
Oh.
I'm sure it'll come up later. Melody.
It was mostly designed to cover a retreat. So if we have to get away from people, we can.
I didn't mean to end my turn. Sorry about that. But that makes sense. Yeah, Audie is going to. Let me just see what my. No, it's worth their disadvantage. Audie's going to see this one running up towards us and look him straight in the eye and viciously mock them. What, was that fight too easy? Sure you're going to come over here and fight the 4 of us? You're a moron. And yeah, make a wisdom save.
Okay. Let's see. I've rolled a total of 2 plus 0, so 2.
Questioning their life choices.
I think that's a failure.
Great. So that's 3 psychic damage, and they have disadvantage on their next attack roll.
Oh yeah, they do. It's the disadvantage is going to be caused by executive dysfunction. They won't be able to make a decision as to who to attack.
It's like, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and again, bonus actions are kind of down. Roz, you've been getting swung at quite a bit. You're not looking too awful, or
Roz is currently uninjured.
Oh, for some reason I thought you took a bunch of hits.
Nope.
Oh.
Roz's AC
taking damage, then.
is extremely high. Yes, Ride has taken a couple of chips.
Okay. All right, we're going to end that.
Yep, same as before. Just doing their guard duty job. Moving on. Zephyr's going to continue trying to aid Roz because the single bandit approaching 4 of them does not seem like a threat. Natural 1. That is a miss. Roz.
All right, Roz does not like rioters. She's going to try to blast this guy to pieces.
It's been done before. Can it happen again?
And it's be done again. 20, not natural to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
I am going to Ruthless Strike him and Thunderous Smite him.
Oh boy. You really don't like them.
Let's see if he survived. No, she does not like them.
You hurt my girlfriend.
They did. 30 points of damage, and if he survives, he has to make a strength save.
Well, killed him exactly.
Oh.
Much in an expected manner, yes. The one strike brutally decimates this person. In every sense of the word decimate is used. Well, this shot caller does an unexpected thing, which is he climbs into the trench, raises his longbow, shoots at Roz after watching that particular display. Modify 20 to hit.
I am going to spend an inspiration to cast shield without a spell slot.
Oh,
Ah.
nice.
Okay. So the arrow, you managed to catch it in your periphery just enough in time to throw up the shield, breaking it over the arcane armor. And then this shot caller ducks down behind the wall. Because he's extremely wounded. It doesn't feel like hopping the wall is the best decision. Anyway, Corona.
Tactics. How dare.
I know.
Gonna take aim at this guy to the left of Roz here.
Mm-hmm.
Starting aim stance, even though I know they attack recklessly.
Correct.
Advantage.
Oh.
Cool.
Good.
And if I roll a 1 or a 2, I did not.
Oh.
Unlucky. They take 6 damage. And bonus action reload.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay. Okay. Well, there's a clear and obvious threat. We're gonna go. They're gonna go try to deal with it. Reckless. Miss. It's gonna bounce off that shield. I mean, this guy is going to do the same thing. He's going to attempt to swing on you recklessly again. And take a cue from his buddy, realizing that this is not working. They don't quite understand why it's not working, because a lot of other people have died to this, but it's not working for you on them. So they're gonna go join his buddy. He's going to charge up the hill.
As before, I can do nothing about it.
Shield, yes. Titan.
Titan's gonna. Well, I was gonna say he's gonna throw his heavy crossbow away, but then I remembered he doesn't need to withdraw a weapon, and he can just
Swing or claw.
properly and safely store his crossbow on his back.
Yeah. No silly weapon
And
dance
then
for
he'll
you.
move forward. Get to there. And attack the one directly in front of him.
All right, yeah. They have attacked recklessly, so you have advantage on your attacks.
Oh, advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Say. Oh, critical.
Oh, yay.
Boy.
Man, Titan tonight.
Titan is feeling it today. For 17 damage.
Very good.
He'll bonus action attack him again.
Get him.
For a modified 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Less impressive on the damage. 8 more damage.
Still good. This guy's very bloodied. Very quite beat up.
That is it for Titan.
Okay. Shot caller. Yeah, he's gonna use a Insight Rampage. Gonna have a shot caller here. Uses a reaction. Make an attack against Riot. And miss because I roll a 3 and a 5. Honestly just has a perfectly good position where he's at right now. It's going to take that longbow and it's going to take a shot at Corona. It was wide out in the open. And miss.
Aw.
It's going to hit the house behind you. You're going to hear it crack into pieces. This bandit. Still going to try to hit you recklessly. I'm going to roll 3 and a 5 and miss. But this one's going to stand his ground. He's not a coward like his friends. The shot caller is going to attempt to attack Riot. 1 hit. A 1 miss. Me remembering that shot callers have 2 attacks. Oops. 11 points of slashing damage, reduced to 5. Well, this rider has a clear course of action. Short sword attacks. 1 hit. Ooh, 1 miss. 1 and a 2. 6 points of damage reduced to 3. Lilith.
Lilith pokes her head out, doesn't see the guy that she's been shooting at. So she's going to shoot at the rioter that Riot is fighting.
Reasonable.
Okay, apparently I just needed to change target. Natural 20.
Ah, there it is. We were all waiting. But this is where you crit fail your hide check on the roof and tumble off.
That'll be 54 points of damage.
Yup. You got him by 40 points.
Right through the side of the head.
Oh, yeah. And it pins him to the wagon. And his body just hangs there. Riot gives you an appreciative wave.
Don't tell them I'm here. I rolled a 3 on my stealth check, so
There it is. I told you it was coming.
what even is I've been rolling so high I haven't been looking at my modifier. Plus 7, so
10.
11. 7. Oh wait, yeah, 10. I can do math, I promise.
It's all right. Just a bunch of ones slipping by here and there. Is that all from Lilith? Okay. Yep. Gloom and Evening Glow are going to support Titan now. Gloom's going to take a shot at this guy. The Titan's clawed up a bunch. Is going to hit. For 6 points of damage, which will kill this Red Blade. And Evening Glow will take a shot at the other one. Hitting. Likewise for 6 points of damage. Riot, now completely unburdened by 2 enemies, is going to approach this gentleman. And as she has been trying to do, swing recklessly on him. Hit 1. Hit 2. Ooh, there we go. 26 points of damage. Just 2 big overhand strikes. Catch this guy. He's now very bad off. Melody.
All right. Because there's one drawing a little closer than is for comfort, although I guess they're engaged with Titan right now.
And their feelings are hurt.
Nope, that was the one Titan killed. It was the one that was before me. Whose
Well.
feelings I hurt. But yeah, we're gonna, especially because it goes before Titans, we're gonna try and hurt this one's feelings too, and just look at it. My goodness, it's really unfortunate that you came to a battle of wits completely unarmed.
I roll a 4.
Yeah, you did. And I did too. So that's 4 points of damage.
He looks mostly confused, but you think
That's
if
the
he was,
point.
you think if he was smart enough, his feelings would be hurt.
Uh-huh. And that's my turn.
Okay. Moving on. Zephyr is going to try to help out Roz and shoot one of these guys. And miss. Roz, it is your turn.
Do either of these guys look more injured?
No.
All right, then the one to the south. He was reckless.
He was.
19 on the die.
Oh, yeah. Big hit.
He'll hit. Eight plus 3, 11 plus 9, 20 points of damage.
Very nice.
And bonus action, using my free help action, I'm going to help Zephyr against that same guy. hold his attention.
Gotcha.
Not that it matters. You always have an advantage against these guys anyway.
Also true. Okay. Yeah, this shot caller. He's taking a note from Lilith's page, and he's gonna pop up behind the wall with his longbow, and he's going to shoot Corona, who's out in the open.
What a guy.
We definitely need to make sure that one doesn't get away because it's learned a tactic and it will teach its peers.
18 to hit.
Yes. She will use her reaction to attempt to catch it.
Oh, go for it.
What do I roll? This.
D10 plus Dex, I think.
Reduced bite.
You will reduce it entirely. You will catch it.
Nice. She'll glare at him from a distance.
He ducks back behind the wall. Corona.
Corona,
That's a
save me that
shame.
arrow.
Appropriately.
She'll set it down. Free action. She'll save that arrow and we'll help out Roz. Not that she needs it, but let's dwindle these numbers a little bit. We'll enter stance and shoot at advantage. Advantage. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And decent damage.
Pretty
Okay.
good.
That's a turn.
Okay. Well, this bandit's gonna try to attack Roz recklessly. Oh, they actually rolled well for once in their lives. 23.
All right. Last point of inspiration gone. One more shield.
Okay. The attack will bounce off. They're starting to realize there might be a problem here. This bandit is rightfully so going to attack Titan. He's going to get angry about it, but then he remembers what Audie said, so he's just going to attack normally. And miss with a 2. Titan, it is your turn.
Well, I mean, he just tried to attack me. Let's go. I will use inspiration on that.
Good timing.
16 to hit.
Yep, that'll do it.
For 9 damage.
Very nice.
I think that's it. I think that's all we'll do.
Okay. Man, I gotta remember that other shot color's bonus action. I don't know why I always forget on his turn, but every other shot color I get it. Yeah, shot color's got a bonus action Insight Rampage on the shot color fighting Riot. Despite his advantage, is going to miss with duo 6s. Then this guy's going to take the longbow, take a shot at Corona. Natural 20.
Oh, I'm gonna catch it again because I got my reaction back.
I would advise it, yes. Okay. You're going to take 13 points of piercing damage. That is with the 5 removed.
Okay. 13?
13, yes. Yeah, no, Bandit feels like, hey, it's gonna work eventually, right? Gotta crack through that shell somehow. Oh, he did really well, too. He got to a 22, but not substantial enough. Pardon me. The shot color fighting Riot is now going to take his turn to attack. Going to hit once. It's going to crit twice. Second. Oh, owie. Max damage on the critical. 4, 7, 20, 23. 30 points of damage. Total reduced to 15. This has not been a great combat for Riot. Lilith.
Poke her head back out. She doesn't know she had a bad time stealthing. So this guy, I assume, ducked behind cover again.
Yep.
Is the
he's
other
learned.
longbow guy doing the same, or is he still in the open?
He's got a bunch of cover, but he's not ducking behind it, no.
Cover.
Quite a bit, yes.
We'll help Roz out. Which I suppose I have advantage anyway, because they recklessed, I assumed.
These two did around Roz. They did, yeah.
Oh man, it's a good thing those are the squishy ones. Only a 14 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it still. Just enough.
So I had to double check my math. 32 points of damage.
Oh, wow.
Rolled really high.
I see that. Straight down through the neck into the chest cavity. Crackles
And
briefly with
another
lightning.
Much better. 26 stealth.
And yes, people will probably not see you this time. Even though they definitely know you're on the roof somewhere. Gloom and Evening Glow are going to assist Titan. One will hit. Nice. 8 points of piercing damage. The bandit will survive, but he is very, very bad. Riot is going to try to finish off the shot caller. One hit. One miss, unfortunately. For 13 points of slashing damage. It's been a slow uphill battle for Riot. Melody.
Yeah. This one, do they take a? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna try to mock him again, I think. But unfortunately, I am out of quips. I was hoping he was dead by now.
You have another several waves coming up. You should probably work on a few more.
Yeah. I prepared some for tonight, but clearly not enough. But then again, I guess I can also just level my crossbow and
You
point blank them.
Could just shoot him, yeah.
I could just shoot them.
It is never a bad choice to just shoot a guy.
That's a 22.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Definitely shoot a guy.
4 plus 5, that's 9 points of damage.
All right. And something Vicious Mockery couldn't have done. Killed this guy.
Uh-huh. Hold on, guess I'm not too stupid to die.
See, you had one
And
left.
my turn. Yeah, but, that wouldn't have killed him.
Moving on. Zephyr's going to shoot the bandit fighting Roz. And hit. For 4 points of damage. Big 4. Roz.
All right. This guy has been reckless every single turn.
Oh, yeah.
I assume he's still reckless now.
Oh, yeah.
All right. A 3 and a natural 20. So I assume a natural 20 hits.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I'm going to blast this guy to Kingdom Come and use my last exploit die.
Go for it.
6 plus 5 plus 4, 15 plus 9, 24 plus 12. It's 36 plus 6, 42 plus 4, 46 damage.
Mm-hmm. He was almost full health, and now he's not.
Cool. Just get within charging range.
Oh, the shot caller, as he has many times before, is going to stand up, survey the situation. Notice that a lot of people have died. Still going to take a shot at Corona. A 16 to hit, which will miss. And I will remember this time to bonus action Incite Rampage and have his buddy who's fighting Riot take an attack as his reaction. Which will hit. For, I can't math, 12 points of damage reduced to 6. And then duck back behind the wall. Corona.
Okay. So we're gonna aim at the one that Riot's fighting. Because Roz is A-okay now.
In every sense of the word.
Yeah. Go into stance. Yada yada.
Mhm.
Vantage. Okay.
Yeah, still going to do it.
And we'll,
Oh.
nice. We'll add an arresting strike to this for extra damage because I might as well be using these.
Yeah, why not?
The
crossbow bolt does kill him, though.
Oh, it does? Okay. Well,
Yeah.
doesn't matter. I'll get it back anyway. And bonus action reload. Can't move. That's a turn.
Okay. Titan.
Well, Titan is now everybody possibly in melee distance is gone. He's going to move back up. About there, so he has a better shot on the guy behind the cart barricade there. Take a shot at him.
Go for it.
22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Uh, 12 damage. And that's it for Titan.
Okay. The inevitable reality of the situation is beginning to dawn on the two remaining shot callers whose job it is to boss everyone else around. There ain't no one else around to boss. It's sort of funny the scenario came about as quickly as it did, but this guy's going to look at the guy who's cowering and bleeding very profusely in the ditch, and he's going to turn around and begin running back down the road. For the sake of just keeping track of things, I'm going to use his elevation. I'm just going to kind of note how far off the map he is. No, that doesn't really work. Okay, I'll just keep track of it for myself. He is 60 feet away from the edge of the map. Lilith.
Just going to peek out. I see somebody running away. Step forward as far as she can. Just within her
150.
first range increment.
Yep.
Take a shot.
Go for it.
That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, it'll hit.
Thankfully, we still have one more use of this left.
A resting strike.
Yep.
It's a dex save, you said?
Yep.
Oh, he's determined to live. An 18.
Darn, that'll succeed. He'll take 20 damage still, though.
Wow. That sneak attack?
Yep. I was hidden at the start.
Yes, you were. Yeah, yeah, he catches that in the back in his shoulder. Kind of stumbles and trips, but because it's a slow kind of downhill descent into the lower part of the valley, he manages to keep running.
She's not going to hide. Instead, she's going to use her speech for the turn to point out and shout that they're running away. That is her turn.
Statistically speaking, even at disadvantage, one of these crossbow bolts have to hit him, right? One of them will, just barely. Oh, but not for a whole lot of anything, though. Just for 4 damage. Well, it seems like the only reasonable recourse here, Riot is going to hop the wagon and begin dashing after him. Who knows how long this chase will go on for? Melody.
Yeah. How far out of range did he end up going?
He is from you
Mhm.
175 feet.
All right, that's still within 320.
Yes, it is. So you can make
We're
an
still
attack at
gonna take that
disadvantage.
shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. 9 plus 7 for 16.
Yeah, just does it.
All right. That's an 8. Or sorry, a D8. No.
Yeah, D8 plus 5.
It is 8 plus 5, so that's 13 more damage.
The miracle shot from downtown. 13 is exactly what he had left.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, nice.
Riot might not be happy with me right now. I was gonna have fun with that one.
Anything else, Melody? All right. Moon Shadow Rogue, as planned, does nothing. Zephyr is aware that there is a shot caller still present and is going to hold their attack and wait. Roz.
All right. How tall is the wall again?
5 feet.
Great. Roz is going to dash, run, jump, and try to land on top of the wall. Look down at this poor shot caller.
Mm-hmm.
The last survivor, point her axe at him. Surrender and you live.
You see there's a mild moment of consideration. You're free to give me an intimidation check if you'd like.
Love to try. It's bad.
Yeah.
9.
Yeah. They're going to hawk a very bloody loogie in your general direction that won't get nowhere near you. Well, the shot caller at 1 HP in the ditch with his longbow really doesn't see any opportunities to get out of this, so is going to abandon the bow, take up the glaive made of animal bone and fangs, and is going to slash upwards at you, Roz. And miss with a 16. Even with accepting his fate, it does not look like he will go down quietly. Corona, anything?
I think she'd probably be keeping track of the one that's left, especially with Roz making gestures at him. But she'll probably hold to see if he does anything crazy and gets in line of sight, and she'll ready to shoot if he does.
Okay.
That's it.
Titan?
Can I see this guy since he stood up to attack Roz?
Yeah, technically. Again, there's a cover thing, but yeah, you could totally try to hit him.
Titan, try and hit him. Oh. Hold on.
You can scoot forward a little.
Disadvantage.
I mean, you could step forward the 10
though.
feet.
I already rolled.
Okay.
It's a modified 20 anyway.
Oh yeah, plenty.
For 7 damage.
Mm-hmm. It does not require much, but that heavy crossbow bolt kind of crunches into his skull and throws him back limp onto the edge of the ditch. Roz standing over him imperiously. That is the last red blade for this wave. We'll end combat there.
I did it, guys. 2 waves down.
See, it wasn't tough at
Yeah.
all.
Oh no, this is terrifying.
Nice.
2 waves down. We still have resources right now.
For now.
Give it a couple more waves, it'll be even more frightening.
I think you all will be fine.
I don't know.
If they're all this stupid, I can do things about this.
What's a long rest resource?
Right? Oh.
And the point is, I'm going to have to press you all to get to use them at some point, which is
Well-
definitely coming. Don't worry.
You almost got a 2nd level spell slot out of me, but we took out everything because everybody was swarming Roz, and I was going to be like, Roz, step back. But
I mean, Titan isn't gonna last forever at range. He's gonna have to. He's running out of bolts here.
Mm-hmm.
we do have 100. We have a pack of 100, though.
It's true.
Oh,
Crossbow
I
bolts, you
assumed
do have
that-
plenty.
I assumed that heavy crossbow bolts and light crossbow bolts were different bolts.
Honestly, I should make them different. Given how substantially different my heavy crossbows are, it would be odd for them to be exactly the same. And I think just for buffing heavy crossbows as they are, I think it's better to manage their ammunition separately. So, in this particular regard,
Yeah,
as an
I'm
instance,
running out of bolts.
that is a correct assumption. I don't know. You could spend your short rest since you are unmaimed making some. That's always a choice. You could whip some up in an hour.
I suppose I could try and do that. I am an inventor.
You are an inventor. This is what you do.
You can invent a solution to this problem.
Aha. Yeah.
That being said, I assume those longbows come with some arrows.
Yes, they each have a smattering of arrows. I didn't exactly keep track of how many attacks were made, but I will happily grant 45 red blade arrows, which doesn't affect anything about them shooting. Just just the way their look and their make and model, if you will.
I'm going to take 10 of those to stack myself back up to 50. I'll keep the other 35 in the bundle with all the crossbow bolts.
And I was going to ask if anybody is using the short rest to catch up on hit points.
Yes.
Okay. Then Audie is going to be doing a small performance because she is yet to take damage and to give you the Song of Rest.
Awesome.
Neat.
Keep people's spirits up.
Riot's gonna short rest and heal some.
And then Riot too can have the Song of Rest.
Riot will gracefully accept the 1 extra HP. Yeah, Riot got the crap kicked out of her in that fight.
Mm-hmm.
We love our frontliners taking on multiple enemies. All right, let's move our ghosts back to the inn so that they can come from the west.
Well, that's up for you to decide. Again, the Moonshadow Rogue will go where he's told to.
I'm much happier with
A
Lilith
bodyguard.
having somebody up there with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
I also enjoyed the fact that at some point there was the contemplation of joining the fight, and then went, nah.
I like that.
Hand
Okay, that was
crossbows
shorter range.
are not very good at that distance. I'm sorry.
I'd like
Quinn.
to think that they want to make extra sure their first attack this combat in front of all of us is like a really good hit to show off.
Yeah, maybe a little. They definitely seem into it. but also understands the part of being a team player and performing one's role.
Whether this is something I will continue doing going forward, who knows? The performance that Audie is going to put on for the Song of Rest is going to be effectively Dolly Butchered by Great Big Sea. I encourage you to listen to it. It's quite a story for a maritime song.
Sounds appropriate, honestly.
So it's something.
Titan will try and make some heavy crossbow bolts. You want some rolls on that, CJ?
Yes. What do we think is the appropriate tool? Smithing tools? Tinker's tools? I feel like I would say like wood carving tools maybe for like arrows.
Could be a bunch of. It could be all of them, really.
Yeah.
I mean, they might be in Kibble's crafting guide.
They probably are. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I was trying to save myself the extra leap. But yeah, I mean, we have the rules. We might as well make sure we use them. Let's go see
if
what
it's wood
Kibble's
carver's
guide
tools.
says.
Titan doesn't have those.
Yeah, it really depends on because I assume most weapons end up underneath like smithing stuff, but I don't know where ammunition is necessarily made. We're gonna learn and find out. Is it wood carving?
Yes.
Oh, then
Then
specifically.
Titan cannot make himself any arrows.
Well, I will say you can still try. You just don't have the advantage of your expertise in tools in that regard.
Fair enough.
So you can just make a dexterity check, I think, is probably the appropriate choice.
Okay. 10.
10. Hang on, I'm finding the ammunition. I mean, it sounds like
the DC.
But so yeah, it sounds like Sam, you found it and low. So all right, 10 is enough. You can craft 20 additional bolts. They are not your best work, and you're not entirely happy with them, but they are functional.
Well,
And maybe a consideration to
Titan
just
will shoot those first, so nobody notices them.
And then maybe a future thought to modify a heavy crossbow to be able to create its own projectile, so you don't have to rely on ammunition. You know, very
absolutely.
inventory thing for you to do.
With, like I said, with your rules of heavy crossbows, all of a sudden Titan does have a ranged option. So.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. As obvious by us kind of already shooting the breeze, we're done a little early, but because this is a wave defense kind of situation, there's no sense in starting the next wave. So I suppose I will leave the party with this. As you all have finished the second wave, the second arrival and incursion of the Red Blades, you place the weapons and armor, ammunition, and I'm assuming most certainly the body of the guy that was down the road. You all settle in, rest, recuperate, adapt plans, see if now that you've had an experience from an approach from the west and the south, if that changes any decisions you'll make in the upcoming arrivals. And as the day continues to progress and the sun continues to rise in the sky, you do inevitably hear in the far distance a series of piercing howls, ones that are not those of the Red Blade bandits, but one that has struck fear into a few of you previously, those of Blood Wolves. And that's where we'll end the session.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah. We'll see you next week. Yeah. No changes in plans yet. Still too early for that, I think. Yeah, anyway. Probably see you next week.
Yeah. We'll inform people off.
Yeah.
We'll figure. I'll figure out. Anyway, we'll see you next week. Thank you for coming.
We'll make good choices next week. For
Yeah,
sure.
for sure. And unlike most of the Red Blade bandits constantly trying to smash in an impenetrable wall like Roz, make better choices and do something else with your life. All right, we'll see you next week.
Thanks very much for the
Bye.
best.
Bye-bye.
Bye.